Again from the Netherlands. Today I'm going to give you an overview of a brand which I really like. It's not a well-known brand, but they have gorgeous perfumes. And I first must say, that's the disclaimer, these fragrances I bought all with my own money. This is not a paid video. I bought the fragrances because I like them. I met the brand last year on a fair here in the Netherlands, and then I sniffed some of their fragrances and I immediately loved most of them. The brand is from Belgium. It's called Indices Parfums, and I think they released the first fragrances in 2021. The house perfumer is Cécile Doan, from which I like the fragrances most. They have some other perfumers, and some of them I like, but some of them I don't like. I will tell you exactly which fragrances I like, which fragrances I don't like. I have 13 fragrances in my collection. I think they have totally around 30 fragrances. There are different tastes and people have different tastes, so what's my favorite will maybe not your favorite, but you can also order, I think, 10 milliliters on their website. So if you want to try, then don't buy a full bottle, but first try a sample. I start with the ones I most like. I think I have 4 or 5 which are, for me, to my taste, a 10 out of 10. There are some fragrances which are a 7 out of 10, I will tell you why. And there are 2 fragrances which are a 5 out of 10, which are not my cup of tea. Maybe you will like them, but I don't like them. So I will give my honest opinion, and without further ado, I start with the first one, which is my most favorite, and that's from the Cyberpunk collection, Nostalgic Investigator. Why is this my most favorite fragrance? I love to wear it in the evening. It gives you this cigarette vibe with some ambery and licorice notes, some metallic vibes, and also ginger. Ginger is also a very nice note in fragrances. This is, to my opinion, a night out fragrance, and the perfumers make a whole story around those fragrances. I will not tell them because then will the video be too long. But if you want to see what's the story all about these fragrances, then watch on their internet site, indicesparfums.com. There you will find the story, and their story will maybe not your story or my story. I considered the fragrances to be a fragrance which smells good on me and which I like to wear, and in which situation, that's for everybody different. So Cyberpunk collection is also my most favorite collection from the brand, and this is Nostalgic Investigator. Here on the back you see the notes, so ginger, cigarette, metal and amber licorice vibes you get with this one. Very nice fragrance, which is very addicting, and I love to wear it at a night, go out or on a date or something. So that's the first one. Then my second one is a fragrance which is also from the Cyberpunk collection, and that's AI in Love. AI in Love. These are the notes. You see copper, violet, you see ethereal flowers and white musks. So this has some similarities with this when you smell them next to each other. This one I would wear day over, this one in the evening. This is, as I said, also from the Cyberpunk collection, and the perfumer of both of these is Cécile Doan, and she makes the best perfumes from this collection. I'm very honest to you. The other perfumers, as I said, I will tell you about it, what I think about it. But these two are very nice. This is as I said, copper, violet, flowers and white musks. And this fragrance must give you a kind of romantic feelings if you are walking around somewhere thinking of something. This is very nice. I would wear this. This is an all year around fragrance. This is something for spring, summer, I think. So then I have my third choice is from another collection. It's Fields and Reeds, perfumer also Cécile Doan. And here you get bitter orange, you get seeds and spices, mimosa, benzoin and amyris. This I would wear on spring days and summer days, although I wouldn't wear it on very hot summer days because of the benzoin which is in it, which makes it a little bit sweeter. But this is a very nice, gives you a fresh spring feeling, and I get also a little bit laundry feeling with it. It's very nice. It's from the Flowers and Rhymes collection, and it's for this time of the year a very good fragrance, especially with this orange and a mimosa in it. Very nice to wear. So Fields and Reeds from Indices Parfums. Then on the fourth place I have Mica Miel. Mica Miel is a winter fragrance because the notes in it are Peru balsam, it's cistus, it's helichrysum, then honey and benzoin. Mica Miel is also from Cécile Doan. It's a very nice fragrance, but I would wear it in winter, and you must like your honey. If you don't like honey fragrance, stay away. But otherwise, this is a very nice fragrance to wear on winter days. And with this Peru balsam and honey and benzoin, a very nice combination. So Mica Miel from the Olfactory Adventures collection. Then my number 5, it's, I must say, my number 5 actually is this one. This is not a bottle, and I don't know if you can read this, but this one is called High-Tech Mercenaries. High-Tech Mercenaries. And High-Tech Mercenaries is also from the Cyberpunk collection, and it also would be maybe on 4 because I like the Cyberpunk collection most. This is an aromatic fragrance, and the perfumer is also Cécile Doan. And here you get some notes which I personally don't get. I will tell you. It's a touch of red. You get steel, you get clove, you get asphalt, and you get smoke. And this asphalt and smoky vibe, this asphalt vibe, I don't get the smoky vibe. I have a lot of smoky fragrances because I'm a big fan of smoky fragrances from, for example, Beaufort. And that I don't get here. You don't get a really smoke fragrance. I think here you get really this this red steel kind of fragrance, but I with my nose don't get the smoke. But that's a difficult name also for a fragrance. High-Tech Mercenaries, and this is also from the Cyberpunk collection and also from Cécile Doan. Then I did not do one bottle, and that's Wise Plum, and I will tell you why. The fragrances which I mentioned until now were all, for me, 10 out of 10 fragrance. Big quality, and I love to wear them. But this one, it's Wise Plum. It has saffron, plum and tobacco, and I honestly must say there are two aspects which are only for me. I would give this a 7 out of 10. First one is I have a lot of plum and tobacco fragrances which are better than this. That's my honest opinion. And there's another thing. The perfumer of this is the owner of the brand Baruti, and it's a Greek name. I hope I pronounce it good, but it's Spyros Drossopoulos. And I'm very honest to you, I don't like his fragrances, I don't like his DNA. I have smelled a lot of fragrances from him and I don't like them. Some of them I get headache with. So for example, I had blind bought the Oh My Dear and I get headache of it. And with this one, it's actually a okay fragrance, but to my personal taste, don't like it top-notch. Scents of woods, Tom Ford. There are some other plum fragrances which I don't have in my head at the moment, but I have them in my collection, which are actually, to my opinion, a little bit better than this one. It's not a bad fragrance, but there are better saffron plum tobacco fragrances. So for that, I would give this only a 7 out of 10. As I said, it's all of personal taste, and there are people who like several specific perfumers, and I don't like the DNA of this perfumer. So for that, this is a 7 out of 10. Then I go to Dragon Skin. Dragon Skin is from the Voyage Initiatique collection, and this has burning piri piri, dark resins, smoke and leather birch. This I also would give a 7 or an 8 out of 10. I think an 8 out of 10. The perfumer is Cécile Duan again. It's, I think, a new fragrance from 2026. The only problem I have with this one is that I have smelled this DNA before. There are some artisanal fragrances which have the same DNA, and so it's nothing groundbreaking new. I already smelled it somewhere at, maybe, I don't know, at Papillon or fragrances or something. I somewhere smelled this fragrance, so it has a little bit a kind of lack of, to me, I have a huge collection of originality, but as a fragrance, it's a very nice fragrance if you like your artisanal fragrances with burning dark resins, smoke and leather and birch. So I will try it more because I only had one wear with this, but it has some similarities with fragrances I already have in my collection. Then another good one, which maybe I will buy a full bottle of, that's a Path of Light. I have a sample of it. And a Path of Light is from 2 other perfumers. And my French is not very good, but it is Elise à la Voine and Lamia Matisse. They made this fragrance in 2024. And this fragrance goes a little bit to my nose, a little bit in the same direction as something like the AI in Love and Nostalgic Investigator, in the same ballpark a little bit. The notes are citrus, aldehydes, cedar and frankincense, but I get a similar DNA. And I like this fragrance very much for summer. The citrus and aldehydes, very nice to wear in this time of the year. So this I also would give, I think, a 9 out of 10. Then we come to my number 9. My number 9 is Sweet Sakura. And Sweet Sakura is a cherry fragrance. It has cherry blossom, vanilla, cherry and almond. And it's an oriental vanilla fragrance. Perfumer is Cécile Duan. Was launched in 2024. I would give this a 7 out of 10. It's not a bright fragrance. It's actually very nice. But I'm getting personally a little bit bored of cherry vanilla fragrances. I smelled a lot, and the market is a little bit overdone with it. So for that, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Then there is a fragrance called, I think you pronounce it Sape or Sape, and it's a woody floral musk fragrance. It's from 2024. Perfumer is Cécile Douan, and you get here Atlas cedar, you get lemongrass, pepper, leather, and liches and resins. And this SAPE stands for Society of Ambition Makers and Elegant People. It's a cultural movement which is based in or rooted in Congo, which was Belgian in the past. It has some African culture in it. The lychee note is very nice, and you must like this combination, but it's a very nice fragrance. 7.5 out of 10, I would say. Would I buy a full bottle? I don't know, probably not, because lychee is nice, but I wouldn't like to wear it every day. But it's a nice fragrance, and if you like lychee, try it. It's a very special fragrance. So Sape. Then my number 11 is a vanilla fragrance, and the vanilla fragrance is called Nerico. And Nerico, Vanilla Nerico. Nerico is a kind of incense which comes from Japan. The perfumer from this is also Cécile Douan, and this is inspired by this Japanese incense which is called Nerico, and it's a vanilla fragrance which it has a velvety touch. It's very balsamic velvety. It has tonka bean in it, some caramel in it, cedarwood, sandalwood, also a little bit woody that makes this incensey, gives it this incensey touch. Also tonka bean which give it this sweetness, plus this vanilla, and this is a little bit velvety and very nice to wear. I have a lot of vanilla fragrances in my collection, and at the moment I will not add more vanilla fragrances in my collection. So for that I will not buy a full bottle, but this 10 ml is enough to wear. So 7 till 8 out of 10. Then I have two fragrances which I don't like. I must be honest about it, and that's not to be negative about the brand, because I love the brand very much, and as you saw, I have a lot of fragrances which I like from them, but there are two fragrances which I don't like, and I will tell you why. The first one is Wild Strawberry. And Wild Strawberry gives you strawberry, but then in a very earthy way. Here again, the perfumer is the Greek Spyros Drossopoulos from Baruti, and I don't like his DNA, the fragrances which he makes, I don't like. So that's, I cannot be positive about something which I don't like, and this I don't like. It's too earthy. I don't know if I would wear it. It's for people who like earthy fragrances, this will be something. You must love your natural earthy fragrances, but do you want to smell like earth? That's the question. And if you want to smell like earth, this can be yours. This is not my cup of tea. So, and then there's a polarizing fragrance, and this polarizing fragrance is not for the faint of heart. You must be an experienced fragrance wearer to wear this, and I am experienced. I am now since 2020 I wear a lot of fragrances, and I developed my nose, but this one is not my cup of tea. I understand the idea behind it. It's a prayer for love, and a prayer for love My problem with this one is that it has a kind of, on my skin, to my nose, a kind of sourly opening, which I don't like. And there is a lot, I must look at the notes, there is olibanum in it, myrrh. Normally I like myrrh fragrances, benzoin and styrax. And the styrax is of course also an animalic note. This is for someone who wants to wear very artisanal fragrances on very special occasions. My cup of tea it isn't. Some friends of mine sniffed it and they didn't like it also. So this is, and actually from this one, it's the only fragrance from Cécile Duan I don't like. The other ones are gorgeous. So this one I don't like. That's Prayer for Love. Try before you buy, because some people who like very extreme fragrances will like it. I don't. My conclusion is, especially the fragrances from the cyberpunk collection, like this Nostalgic Investigator, then the I must look, this one, AI in Love, then this one, Feels and Reads, then the Mica Miel, the Path of Light, and the one with the difficult name, High Tech Mercenaries, are my favorite fragrances. And I must say, they have another, I think, 15 fragrances in their collection, which I didn't sniff. So I don't know, I will order some of them in future. I don't know if these are really the best fragrances, because they have a huge collection and I hadn't the possibility to smell everything from them. The company is very nice. The owners of the company are very nice to communicate with. It's very good. They have had some problems with their internet site and their shipments. They are solving it now. The internet site is, as far as I know, at the moment at French, but will also come in English and Dutch, I think, but because it's a French-speaking company. And they probably will also improve their shipments, because sometimes it takes a little bit long until you get the fragrances. You get them, but sometimes you have to wait 10 days or something before you receive them. So that's my only complaint. But furthermore, I'm very enthusiastic. I'm very enthusiastic about Cécile Duan as a perfumer. I think she does a very, very good job. And that is what I like about this fragrance. And it's something else as the mainstream fragrances. So as I always say, don't go to a Douglas or Ici Paris or something where you get your mainstream fragrances and you smell. You don't want to smell like her ex-boyfriend, I always say. So that is my opinion about it. And so I came into niche and indie fragrances, and I still very enthusiastic about it. So I hope this was a longer video, but it was worth it for my opinion, because I like the fragrances. I hope you like this video also, and I hope to see you soon. And please subscribe on YouTube, because that would help me. Also follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and I have also I am on Facebook, but then on my own name. Furthermore, you find me always on Perfume Teacher 2.0, and if you want to see what this brand Indices Parfums offers, go to indicesparfums.com to find your ideal perfume. So until next time, bye bye.